Welcome to JY classes. In last class we discussed about animal tissues. In animal tissues and another tissue that is nothing but connective tissue. In connective tissue a blood. Blood is also a connective tissue which is a specialized tissue because of the blood is in fluid form. So blood is the fluid tissue. Why? Because of a group of cells that shows similar structure and functions is called tissues. So here blood is also a tissue because of it contains different kind of cells and they can show different kind of functions also. Okay. So today we discuss about the story of blood. Here first one is generally blood is the source of to identify our health. That means are we health or illness. Okay, it shows our health or illness. So the blood that shows the source of identify our health. Most common in adult human. It contains 5 liters of blood. Mainly the chief component of blood is water. It is approximately 90% of water is present in blood. Okay, so the water is stored in plasma. Generally, blood that contains different kind of cells along with the blood that contains glucose, amino acids, proteins and vitamins and some hormones also present in blood. Okay, then the plasma. The plasma is that contains heparin. The substance heparin is present in plasma. So it is a coagulant. So what is anticoagulant? Heparin is anticoagulant. What is coagulation? The blood clot inside the blood vessels is called coagulation. So hence the heparin protects the blood inside the blood vessels in coagulation. So heparin is considered as anticoagulation. So it prevents blood clotting in blood vessels. What will happen if blood clot in blood vessels? What will happen? The blood flow that breaks. Okay. So heparin is anticoagulant. It is an important point. Okay. And next, generally the cells of blood are corpuscles. Okay, so in blood we find 3 different kind of corpuscles. One is red blood corpuscles, and second one is white blood corpuscles, and third one is blood platelets. Let us discuss about RBC, red blood corpuscles. So what is RBC? Generally, these are also called as erythrocytes. What is that? RBCs are also called as erythrocytes. In RBC, red blood cells, mainly the protein hemoglobin is present. Hemoglobin is present. What is the importance of hemoglobin? The protein hemoglobin is in red in color. Hence, the cells also resembles as in red color. So, they are termed as erythrocytes. Okay. And right, what is the importance of hemoglobin? Generally, a hemoglobin that contains iron molecules. The capability of iron molecule to hold the oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, the red blood cells that transports oxygen and carbon dioxide in particular places in our body. Okay. So, some people suffers from anemia. So what is anemia? Generally, we discuss the lack of blood is called anemia. So the statement is wrong. So the hemoglobin, the percentage of hemoglobin is decreased. That may cause anemia. Okay? So that to prevent anemia, what do we take? Generally, we take iron substance and folic acids. So it increases the hemoglobin levels in our blood. Okay. In case if we suffers from anemia, what will happen? Blood is not capable to transfer oxygen and carbon dioxide. Then we feel ill or sick. Okay. So, and red blood cells generally in 1 ml of 1 milliliter of blood, approximately 5 millions of red blood cells are present in 1 milliliter of blood. So the blood cells, the red blood cells lifespan is 120 days. Okay, and in fetal, where do red blood cells born? Generally in womb, that means in fetal stage, red blood cells were formed in liver and spleen. Okay, where do red blood cells are formed in fetal stage? Liver and spleen. Okay, and after birth, the red blood cells are born, are produced in bone marrow of long bones. Generally in thigh bone, more amount of red blood cells were produced. Okay, and after 120 days, after completion of their lifespan, then the red blood cells after enters into spleen, and there they break down. So that's why spleen is also called as graveyard of RBC. So which organ is called as graveyard of RBC? Spleen, or burial ground. Burial ground of RBC is spleen and in liver also. Okay, and mainly red blood corpuscles, they do not have nucleus. Okay, entire the cell having cytoplasm only and some cell organelles, but do not have nucleus. Except in camel. In camel, red blood cells having nucleus, and in a llama deer. In a llama deer also, the red blood cells that contain nucleus. Okay, so this is the information about red blood corpuscles are erythrocytes. So erythrocytes are red in color, hence it is called red blood cells. Okay, and next one is WBC, white blood corpuscles. White blood corpuscles, they contain nucleus. All the WBCs that contains nucleus, and the WBC white blood cells, they do not have hemoglobin. White blood cells, they do not have hemoglobin, hence they are colorless. So they are called as leukocytes. Leuco, white, cytes means cells. So leukocytes are nothing but white blood cells. Okay, these are number is approximately 7,000 to 25,000 cells are present in 1 milliliter of blood. Okay, and the leukocytes based upon granules. Some granules are present inside the plasma, inside the cell of white blood cells plasma. Some granules are present. So based upon granules, WBCs are two types. So white bloods which is having granules, they were termed as granulocytes, and which do not have granules, they termed as agranulocytes. Okay, let us discuss about granulocytes. So generally granulocytes, they are of three types. One is eosinophils or acidophils, second one is neutrophils, and the third one is basophils. So let us discuss about these three. And agranulocytes. Agranulocytes means white blood cells that do not have granules. These are agranulocytes. They are of two types. One is monocytes and second one is lymphocytes. So let us discuss about granulocytes. First one in granulocytes, first one are eosinophils. Eosinophils are acidophils. They were stained in the reagent acids. So that they were stained in acids only, hence they were called as acidophils or eosinophils. Generally, they are formed in bone marrow. Acidophils formed in bone marrow, and eosinophils nucleus that is having, they are also having nucleus. This is a cell of eosinophil, and here the nucleus is two-lobed nucleus and having some granules. Here this is a nucleus, and this is cytoplasm, and this is nucleus, cytoplasm, and these are granules. So this is eosinophils. Generally, the eosinophils that fights with diseases are disease causative microorganisms. Okay, generally cytoplasm filled with 200 granules, approximately 200 granules are seen in eosinophils. Okay, eosinophils were fights with disease causative parasites. So eosinophils that fights with parasites, and they fights with allergic symptoms when we feel allergies. So the eosinophils that fights with allergic symptoms. Okay, so in case the number increased in eosinophils, then what we observe, that is nothing but eosinophilia. In eosinophilia we find some mucus substance is secreted through our lungs. That is eosinophilia. So many of people suffers from eosinophilia. The increased number of eosinophils is caused eosinophilia. Okay, and second white blood cells are neutrophils. So they were stained, neither acids nor bases. So these are neutral. They stained as in a neutral solution or reagent. Generally, a neutrophil that contains many lobed, that means 4 to 5 lobes are seen in neutrophils. Okay, and some granules are also present. So this is nucleus, these are granules, and this is cytoplasm. So in neutrophils, generally 4 to 5 lobed nucleus, and these are the first protectors of our body from bacteria. Whenever the bacteria enters into our body, then first neutrophils fights with bacteria. Hence they were called as microscopic policemen. So this is important. So neutrophils termed as microscopic policemen because they fights with bacteria, and this neutrophils fights and eats the bacteria. So this phenomena is called phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means it consumes the bacterial cells. So it shows and it consumes the bacteria. The process, the phenomena is called phagocytosis. Hence they were phagocytes. Neutrophils were phagocytes. Okay, and next one is basophils. These are colored in the base reagents. Mainly the basophils, the shape of the cells of basophils, this is basophil cell, and it is having a nucleus which is in S-shaped. S-shaped nucleus is seen in basophils. S-shaped nucleus is seen in basophils. Here some granules are also present. So this is nucleus, these are granules, and this is cytoplasm. Okay, so in basophils, generally it contains heparin. So the heparin is present in basophils. It acts as an anticoagulant. That means it prevents blood clot in blood vessels. We already discussed here. So basophils that contain heparin, heparin. Heparin in human being. Okay. So it is act as the anticoagulant. Coagulation mean clotting of blood. So what is the anticoagulation means? Prevents clotting of blood. So this is the importance of basophils, and it is having S-shaped nucleus. And here the heparin act as blood thinning supplement. You know, the thin blood that it streams in blood vessels smoothly, or otherwise what will happen? Blood may not flow smoothly, may cause several diseases. Okay, so and also another one is histamine. Histamine is another substance present in basophils. So what is the importance of histamine? Histamine, it is a chemical that acts as vasodilator. So what is vasodilator? You know, the blood flow in blood vessels. Okay, the blood vessels, this is, for example, this is a blood vessel. Okay, the histamine that helps the dilation of blood vessel. Okay, so or otherwise what will happen if histamine is absent in basophils? What will happen? The blood vessel may shrinks. Then it is some breakdown of blood transport. Okay, so it plays a vital role in heart, mainly coronary artery. Most of the people suffer from heart attacks. So here histamine that helps in dilation of blood vessel. This is dilation. Dilation means increasing. So when the heart pumps the blood, then the force is in arteries that dilates the blood. So here histamine that helps in dilation of blood vessel. Okay, so this is the importance of basophils. And another one are agranulocytes. So agranulocytes are two types. One is monocytes and second one are lymphocytes. So now we discuss about monocytes. In monocyte there is no granules are seen. No granules are seen in lymphocytes. So that these are agranulocytes. In lymphocytes, the nucleus is kidney shaped. Kidney shaped nucleus is present in lymphocytes and the cytoplasm, less amount of cytoplasm. Okay, so generally monocytes, kidney shaped nucleus is monocytes. They move like amoeba and attack the foreign substances. You know, the foreign substances such as bacteria and viruses, some protozoans, these all are the foreign substances. So it attacks on foreign substances and there it kills. So it moves like amoeba and attack on foreign substances. The foreign materials were destroyed generally in monocytes, so that the monocytes cleans the blood time to time. Hence the monocytes were called as scavengers.